I really hope my refrigerator isn't really coming across on us, and it might. So that humming sound you hear is my fridge. What are you gonna do? Well, welcome to another vlog. It's been a little bit here, trying to stay consistent, but you know, life is crazy. Especially when you're just a one-woman show, doing everything. And on top of that, I know I've talked about a million times, but taking care of my health has really been a big priority to me lately. It should have been a priority to me a long time ago, but it's never too late. So let that be a lesson to anybody out there. It's never too late to start working on your health. Well, for today's vlog, I'm going to take you guys on a little trip to the Hard Rock Cafe in Hollywood. And the reason why I went there is because I went for this event they have called Breakfast with the Beatles. There is a station here in SoCal. It's been around forever. I mean, I've been listening to it since I was a little girl, called KLOS. And they do this thing every Sunday called Breakfast with the Beatles. So they've gone to different places to do the whole Breakfast with the Beatles, and for the longest time it was at this casino that's kind of a bitch to get to, so I never went there. And I always planned on it, but I was like, oh, it's so far, you know, it's too much. So when they started to promote that they were doing the Hard Rock in Hollywood, I thought, oh, I can make that. So for many years I've been wanting to go to Breakfast with the Beatles, and so I finally went. When did I go? Gosh, I think it was in August. So this was it was either August or the beginning of September. I can't remember exactly. Got this lovely shirt there. Thank you very much. And I had a really good time. I definitely want to go again. They have a Breakfast with the Beatles at this place in Seal Beach, and I want to go there because they offer the champagne brunch there. Sadly, at the Hollywood Hard Rock Cafe, you could get drinks there, but you had to buy them separately. And I'm all about a good brunch that has champagne because it just makes it more of an experience. At least I think so. So speaking of my health, I wasn't feeling really well going into Breakfast with the Beatles, but I was like, I'm not missing this. I'm going. I got the tickets. Let's do it. It was one of those things where just putting on my makeup and getting ready was quite the struggle, but I'm so glad that I did it. And here's a little sneak peek of my experience. Now, I've been to the Hard Rock a handful of times, and it's always fun to go to. Here's the thing that makes me sad. The Hard Rock Cafe isn't today what it was before. And I hate to see it die out. There was another Hard Rock Cafe in Universal Studios in their Universal City Walk, and they shut that down a while ago. And it was just so sad because I just love seeing all the stuff on the walls and just the vibe, the music. So I'm really hoping that the Hard Rock Cafe in Hollywood keeps on going, keeps on rocking, if you will, because man, there's just people today that are a younger generation than I am just will never know how it used to be, and it's so freaking sad. But it looks to me like they're still keeping it alive over there at Hard Rock Cafe, and that makes me really, really happy. Danielle and I used to live pretty close to the Hard Rock Cafe in Hollywood. It's right off of Hollywood Boulevard, and you know, it's just, I just hope they can hold out for as long as possible. There was a dude there that had a dog, so I asked, I was like, am I allowed to bring dogs? They're like, oh, if it's an emotional support dog or a service dog, yes. Well, when I adopted Minnie, she came with her emotional support dog certification. I always carry her little badge around, so I was like, oh, Minnie needs to come to Breakfast with the Beatles for sure. So I didn't get too much content when I was there because I was just living in the freaking moment. Like I said, I've been listening to KLOS since I was a little girl, and I definitely listen to it pretty frequently Monday through Friday for the Heidi and Frank show, which is the morning show that they have. And so, not to be like a nerd, but it was just, I was such a fan of being there because it was a KLOS event. And of course, with Breakfast with the Beatles. And it was really, really cool to meet Chris Carter, who has been the host for Breakfast with the Beatles for a really long time. So it's fun to hear someone's voice for like so many years, and then you finally meet them in person. He was super, super nice. And they had these cute little hot sauces that they had on all the tables. Here it is right here with his picture on it and everything. Sadly, I'm such a hot sauce person, but I love like habanero and ghost pepper, things like that. So it wasn't quite hot enough for me, but I love the bottle, and it was really fun to be able to take one home. But yeah, it was a really great experience. I think next time I'm gonna make sure, now that I know what to expect, 'cause I didn't know what to expect. I have like in my mind the different shots I want to get for the vlog, so stay tuned for that. So I looked back on my footage, and that was on September 18th. So on September 26th, I believe, I went to another fun event. Again, I was lost in experience. I didn't get too much footage, but I wanted to share that and just include it in here too. I went to this brewery called Frogtown Brewery that's not too far from me. I don't drink beer, but Metal Jesus does, so I like to go with him. Like, he goes with me to wine things, and he likes wine too, but you know, I feel it's only fair to go with him to breweries, and I have a lot of fun, you know. Sometimes I'm the designated driver, sometimes I have a little purse vodka, you never know. So here's my experience that I had at the Frogtown Brewery when they had a really cute little event. And it wasn't just their event, but it was also this thing called the Art Walk, and it was a bunch of different businesses that were in that area, and they kind of just shut the streets down, and they had this whole art walk. So after we're done hanging out the art walk, I went to one of my favorite restaurants called Ivanhoe. It's really, really cute. It used to be another cute restaurant called Home, and then they pretty much looks the same. I don't know if it's just a different owner, somebody bought them out or what. The menu's pretty much the same, but it's really, really cute. I only have like 2 really quick clips from there, but here I'll share them with you anyway. They have a really good salad there, and we got there when it was kind of close to closing, so there wasn't so many people there, which was great because it was quiet. I wasn't feeling well. Surprise, surprise, story of my life these days. So it was nice to just kind of chill and be in a spot that I feel really comfortable in, enjoy my food, enjoy my company, and just kind of end the night after the whole art walk thing. The art walk, there's a lot of energy, a lot of really cool things to look at. I didn't do a good job in this vlog in capturing all that, but like I said, I was just kind of, I had never been to the art walk there before, so I wasn't thinking about like busting out the camera. I was just like, whoa, look at that, and look at this, and in conversation, and just, you know, being present. And so that's why I thought I would put the breakfast with the Beatles with the Frogtown and the art walk, just to make this a little bit longer, because I just really didn't get that much content, but I had a really great time at both places. I look forward to going back to both places. Frogtown has a lot of really cute events. They have like a tiki event, and if you know me, I'm all about the tiki life. And again, I definitely want to go to the Kobe Steakhouse in Seal Beach in the near future and do that champagne brunch with Chris Carter, Breakfast with the Beatles on KLOS. And last but certainly not least, last weekend I went to this Oktoberfest nearby that was at one of the malls that I go to, which I thought was really awesome that they're doing it at the mall. A, because I knew I can bring Minnie, or Frogtown I can bring Minnie, and I guess at Breakfast at the Beatles I can bring Minnie, but it's always a good time to bring Minnie, and it was really, really fun and cute. They had a whole theme where it was like 80s, and I got a couple of shots for you guys. Again, was living in the moment, being present, enjoying myself and my company. So here is the 80s Oktoberfest, a little montage for you. Well, thank you for joining me on this little trip. I hope you guys enjoyed the footage I had. Coming up soon, I'm going to have that damn Munsters review for you guys. I have a lot of stuff that I actually have down in my notes. A lot of content that I've already filmed. I just got to put it all together. So stay tuned. Make sure if you haven't already subscribed to this channel. And if you like this video, give it the old thumbs up. And I know I keep saying this, but I just want to remind people, if you want exclusive content from me, you can head on over to shellymartinez.net/exclusive content, and that'll give you all of the options. It's all freaking there. I don't have to go through it all. That's just for some of you. And here's the thing I just want to throw out there before I let you guys go. Let's talk about video shout outs that I do. People, do not send me cameo requests, celeb VM requests, or requests through goodvibrationsboutique.com for a shout out when it's to fulfill your fetish. I get it. I know there's people out there that do it. I'm not one of them. No, you can't see my feet. No, I'm not going to tell you you're a naughty boy. No, I'm not going to be topless. No, I'm not going to dance around and twerk. That's not what those are for. Video shoutouts are a way for me to connect with my audience. Maybe if somebody has something like a birthday coming up, or maybe somebody needs some encouragement, or they just have some questions that they want to ask me and they want me to address them when I'm answering those questions instead of doing it like in a live stream. That is what the video shoutouts are for. I understand. I have sexy content out there. I understand. I am very vanilla, but dip my toe in the fetish world here and there. But I cannot stress this enough. That is not what Cameo, Celeb VM, or Good Vibrations Boutique shoutouts are for. And if these same people were to sign up for my secret society or submit a custom video through the way I have it all set up on my site, again, ShellyMartinez.net, everything's there for you, I still would decline it because I don't want to do that. I don't want to show you my feet. I don't want to tell you you're a naughty boy. And if I'm going to be twerking on camera, I guess, that's going to be for the secret society, and it's not going to be for just one person to see. It's going to be for everyone to see. So, sorry, I'm just not your girl. So please. And here's the thing. It only annoys me and makes me take longer to reply back when you just like flood me, where you're writing me on my site, you're writing me on Camo, you're writing me on Twitter. Oh, did you see da 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 da? It's too much. It's too freaking much. Please. Please. Okay? Alright, until next time, I'm Shelly from Kelly, and I'll be smelling you later. Adios.